Playing the Ace is a new web series from ALU's Academic Center for Excellence. Every week, we will be talking about elements and strategies that can help you develop as a learner. Join us and enhance your learning experience.
You are watching Double Down, the Playing the Ace post show. In our regular episode this week, we talked about time management strategies for your academic endeavors. And right now, we're going to continue that conversation with some knowledge to nourish your body and spirit too. Sleep. You need it. It's important for your body and your mind. In university, bad sleep habits can affect your concentration, which impairs your study habits.
Sleep is often overlooked, and it becomes the first thing that gets cut when we can't figure out how to manage our time, which is a dangerous thing because your body needs that regenerative rest, and you actually won't think so well if you don't get adequate sleep. So when you start managing your time, you have to include things like sleep.
You still need an ample amount of time to sleep and regenerate and really process in a way in the back of your head. Things are still processing. You may dream about the things that you've read, perhaps. I mean, that's your subconscious working out the events of the day, but you do need sleep to recharge that battery in your brain.
Sleep's also really important because, like Jason was mentioning, it gives you time to process what you had experienced during the day. So it's been shown that while you sleep, your brain it helps your brain to solidify the memories you had during the day. So it's remembering how you felt, what you did, what you learned. So sleep is where you really cement those ideas you had throughout the day. So that's another reason why it's important. Another reason it's important is that while you sleep, your brain has a chance to rid toxins from the brain. So if you're not sleeping, you're not having time to kind of refresh and restart your brain. Like, that's important biologically and neurologically. Like, that's what's happening while you sleep. So get rid of those toxins during your sleep. That's why it's important.
Sleep. It is important. What else is important? Food. In between all that studying and coursework, you need to eat. Proper meals keep you energized and alert. And with your food, stay hydrated. Water. Water is always good for the body. Be careful of how much caffeine you consume.
Nourishing your body is really important, and I think it's easy to go on the quick. Let me grab the noodles, the ramen. Let me grab what's microwavable. Let me grab what is in the vending machine. And every once in a while, we have to do that because we're hungry and we're between, meetings or whatever. But we need to nourish our bodies by listening to what our body needs. Are we hungry? Or do we really need to hydrate? Do we really need to just drink some water? I think eating clean, more vegetables, more fruit, and recognizing that processed foods really do affect the way we feel, the way we sleep, the way we behave, our energy.
What you put into your body is what your body is made of. So if you're eating a lot of junk food, your body is making materials out of the junk food, as opposed to if you're eating fruits, vegetables, protein, whole grains. Like, we should be getting a good mix of that. And then that's fuel for your brain. So you don't want to be giving regular gas to a Ferrari, right? You want to give it the best fuel because you want that going. You want to maintain it. You want to have a high-performing vehicle. And that's what you want to think of when you think of your body and your mind. So yes, the quality of your food is important, and also that you enjoy it, because, we want to enjoy the food that we eat, and also try to be healthy at the same time.
Try to be active. I don't mean go run a marathon, especially in Texas heat. unless you really want to go run a marathon. But exercise and being active, it's great for the body, the spirit. For a lot of people, it helps clear their mind. In between your online work, and assignments, I know we're spending a lot of time in front of the computer. Hey, go for a short walk. Get up, move around. Run in place even. It works. Stretch. Stretching is a big thing. Sitting in place all the time, you'd be surprised. You could very easily get up after sitting for a few hours, turn your neck, and next thing you know, you're stuck in that position.
But I think if we allow ourselves to go outside, it's been really nasty hot, and I know that. And as it cools down, this becomes a little bit easier to take a walk around the lake or to take a walk around campus and enjoy the trees. It's very re-energizing. It clears your mind. You feel better, and you come back with a better perspective.
There's a Japanese practice called forest bathing, and it's a form of nature therapy. And it's basically just spending time outside, just being mindful of the sounds, the smells, the way you feel, like if you feel wind against your skin or in your hair, kind of getting centered again. Just spending time outside in nature has been shown to have a lot of benefits, like lower blood pressure, lower heart rate, decrease in cortisol, which is a stress hormone. So there's a lot of benefits to just spending time outside and being mindful and aware of your body and what you're feeling and why you're feeling it, and thinking of ways to kind of address those issues if you need to.
We can be social. I know there's a lot of people we're all taking precautions for the safety of ourselves, for the safety of others. But with, proper distancing, wearing masks, being mindful of your surroundings, you can be social. Some people are choosing online social activities. I know of a Zoom knitting group that they're knitting quilts, which is very interesting. But there's people playing games online. There are, even in the case of your students on campus, you can sit and converse with people. And I've been seeing, when I go to campus, I've been seeing, students sitting, of course, putting space kind of between them, but they're sitting, they're eating, they're kind of talking. Don't feel bad if you feel like, man, I just want to sit with somebody and talk to them. That's okay. We've been kind of cut off from some of that contact so long now already, that it's okay to want that. And, if you're taking all those precautions and that, why not? Why can't you sit at a table, with someone and just kind of talk about a project or something?
There's something wonderful and nourishing to the body and the spirit and the mind when you sit down to a meal with friends and you relax.
So there's a lot of options available to you. I know myself, I'm looking at book club with a group of friends, cooking, demo together, playing games like there's Uno online and Monopoly. So there's still a lot of ways that you can interact with your friends and still get that connection even though we're physically apart.
Smaller groups, socially distanced with care and appropriate masking.
Don't feel bad if you have friends who are like, no, we're gonna go out and we're gonna try this, and don't feel bad if you say no. Don't feel pressure to be like, you know what, I'm just not comfortable with that. It's okay.
On the other side, if your friend is expressing that they're not comfortable, don't try to pressure them into doing anything either. So be respectful of their boundaries.
Exactly. You have support. You have support. Seek out support and help if you need it. If you're struggling, if you're unsure or overwhelmed by things, number one, don't feel bad about that. Don't ever feel bad about that. But and number two, there are things that you can, there are resources that can help. There are resources that can provide that support. For our OLU students, we have our counseling services department who are doing Skype calls, and they're checking in with people. Our OLU students, though, you have access to counseling services. Seek them out if you need something, if you want to talk to someone. Also know our campus ministry department is always available. Besides posting, they post a lot of stuff on Instagram and Facebook Live. They do services on Facebook Live, church services. I believe they're still doing yoga on Wednesdays. That's all resources that you have access to. Go check them out.
Remember now, we have Timely MD. And so if you can't speak to one of the campus counselors, you have access through the internet to counselors because you're a student. So you can contact or link to the Timely MD. Sometimes it is just a matter of making contact with somebody. Campus ministry is wonderful. They'll take the time to talk to you. Sometimes going and just removing yourself from all of the noise of electronics and media, and meditating or just relaxing can be really helpful. Yoga, which is offered through the UAC and through counseling and through the campus ministry, are very helpful too. So take advantage of all of the resources on campus that are now also online.
Step away from the social media every so often. Take a break from it.
So I think it's very important that we can remember that, yes, social media can be helpful, but it can also be very harmful.
Thank you for watching Double Down. Between our regular episode and this post show, we've tried to share a lot of knowledge about nourishing your mind, your body, and your spirit. We hope these things will help. Regular episodes of Playing the Ace are available every Tuesday. Wear your mask. Don't forget to vote.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Be safe out there.